everyone, welcome to my video. Today is Friday the 20th of August 2021. My name is Dan Guitar from Thailand. In this video, I like to talk about the true drama or nirvana for only people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who want to attain nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me only. Because I am Arhan in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain nirvana in this life as well. I'm ready, but are you ready? The topic to speak in this video, let's take a look. Whether you intend to think or not, the ideas must be thought by itself and can't stop. Every story I convey in the video, I want you to understand about the various ideas or thought processes. Nothing more to study than this. If you want to solve life's problem, if you want to end a false suffering, nothing more to study than this. As I told you, until you can realize your thought. Can you understand me? Until you can realize your thought. Topic to speak in this video, I say, whether you intend to think or not, whether you intend to think or not, the ideas must be thought by itself. The idea must be thought by itself and can't stop. The various idea or thought process is natural. Various idea or thought process has no origin and destination. The thought process, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. What you see now, you see in the way you see this is. You see in the way you see. I show you. It doesn't mean a man who is standing. It doesn't mean a man who is walking. I say this, that is how real. As I told you, the true Dhamma in Buddhism is universal truth. What you see now is universal truth. The universal truth, it doesn't have the fictional language to say, because it's nature, is aware of nature. I say this, that is how real. The language we use in everyday life, whether spoken language or written language, both of these languages is just the fictional language. In reality, the meaning of the language is doesn't really exist. I say this, that is so real, because you have never heard someone say like me before. If you want to solve life problem, I know everyone on this earth, they just want only to solve the life problem. Why do you say that? In reality, I want you to know. The thought process creates various matter naturally. The thought process creates various matter naturally, and various matter will fade away by themselves without dealing with anything. I say, don't be afraid of thought process. The thought process creates various matters naturally, and various matter will fade away by themselves without dealing with anything. Don't be afraid of thought process. And even the thought process creates ruminating repetitive thoughts. Ruminating and repetitive thought. Why did I say that? Every story I convey in the video, I don't teach you anything, but I want you to understand about the thought process. Nothing more to study than this. I say that is self-real. I say the language, it doesn't really exist. Our true self, it doesn't really exist. I say that is self-real. Have you ever heard someone say it like me before? Every story I convey in the video is suitable for only people who have the more wisdom. If you are a real person, if you are a smart person, when you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen. You must be broad-minded to listen and without prejudice to me. I don't teach you anything, but I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the thought process. When you listen to me, you must consider along as I said over and over again, until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to solve life's problem. And can you understand me? When you listen to me, you must try to understand every story I convey. I say, don't believe me, don't conclude, don't deny, and don't teach another, because I don't teach you anything. I have to borrow the language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the thought process. Because the thought process is the heart of quenching of all suffering, nothing more to something than this. Can you understand me? I say, I don't teach you anything. I don't teach you anything. But when you listen to me, you must try to understand every story I convey. I said it, that is self-real. I said it, that is self-real. Because you have never heard someone say like me before. I say, when you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen and without prejudice to me. I'm different from the other because I don't teach you anything. But every Dharma teacher on this planet, every Guru on this earth will teach you to believe every story they convey, and you will believe it. I'm different from the other. Can you understand me? I say I'm different from the other. Topic to speak in this video, I say, whether you intend to think or not. I say, whether you intend to think or not, the idea must be thought by itself and can't stop. For example, why? Let's take a look. Why you are seeing? Why you are seeing? The thought processes are on duty to think all the time. As I told you, the thought processes create various matter naturally, and various matter will fade away by themselves without dealing with anything. Don't be afraid of thought process. I say the thought process create various matter naturally, but you cannot realize your thought. Can you understand me? And every second the thought processes are changed all the time, but you cannot realize your thought. Every second the thoughts processes are changing all the time, but you cannot realize your thought. In the same way, while you are seeing this, you have to think. You have already to think. You have already think of it. You have already thought of it, but you cannot realize your thought. You can know that. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? You can know that, and you can distinguish within a fraction of a second. While you are seeing, you cannot realize your thought, because the thought process is natural. You can distinguish. It's mean. But you never use the language. Say to yourself, I see a cat, see a goat, see a bottle of water, see a red pen, see a blue pen. Can you understand me? If you say, I don't think anything. No. If you say, I don't think anything. If you say, I don't think anything, before you say this sentence, I don't think you anything. At first, you must think according to the meaning of the language, and then you decided to say, I said that is sound weird. as I told you, the thought process cannot be stopped. The thought process the thought process is natural. The thought process, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. The thought process is natural. If you say, I don't think anything, if you say, I don't think anything, that means you have already thought of it. But you cannot realize your thought. I said it as sound weird. Can you understand me? If you say, I don't think anything, before you say, I don't think anything, at first you have to think according to the meaning of the language, and then you decided to say, I don't think anything, but you cannot realize your thought. You know, the story in this talk is very difficult to understand, or hardly impossible to understand, because you are fools. Because you are fool. Can you understand me? I say, if someone say, I don't think anything, I don't think anything, the topic to speak in this road, I say, whether you intend to think or not, that idea must be thought is by itself and can't stop. In the same way, if someone say, if you say, I don't think anything, before you say this sentence, you have to think according to the meaning of the language, and you cannot realize your thought that you have already thought of it. I quiet, I sat. Before you say this sentence, I don't think you anything. At first, you have to think according to the meaning of language, and then you decided to say, I don't think anything, but you cannot realize your thought. Before you say something to someone around you in every life, at first, you have to think according to the meaning of the language, and then you open your mouth to speak out. Hello, man. Hello. Where are you from? What's your name? What's your job? But you cannot realize your thought, because it seems that we don't think anything. Before you say something to someone, before you say the sentence, I don't think anything, because you cannot realize your thought. Then you say, I don't think anything. กูไม่ได้พูดเหี้ยเลยไอ้สัตว์แม่งพูดไปเยอะไอ้เหี้ยไอ้สัตว์ก่อนที่มึงจะคุยเหี้ยอะไรใครไอ้สัตว์มึงต้องคิดก่อนเขาจะไม่ไอ้สัตว์ Before you say something to someone around you in every life, you have to think according to the meaning of the language, but you cannot realize your thought. That means, because you cannot realize your thought, that means you are fool and too stupid to understand in this talk. You know, I'm the story in this talk. I want you to understand about the thought process. The thought process are on duty to think all the time from birth to death. The thought process, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. Can you understand me? And I say, the thought process create various matter naturally, and various matters will fade away by themselves without dealing with anything. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of thought process. Even the thought process create ruminating, repetitive thought. And I say, don't be afraid of thought process, because the thought process, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. The thought process has to order. The thought process is natural. Please don't mind.